Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Give y'all a minute to log on. Come on, log on. Y'all know we here. If you haven't set your notifications, set your notifications at 2 p.m. on Thursdays so you can have your 15 minutes of inspiration. I am Super T, your inspirator. I think I like that. I'm your inspirator, all right? So, yeah, I think I like that. I might be referring to myself as the inspirator moving forward. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So, I want to inspire you. That's what I do. I want to inspire you to be everything that God created you to be. And when I do go out and I do speaking engagements and stuff, people say, oh, she's a motivational speaker. No, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an inspirational speaker. And what's the difference? Motivation, I motivate you to do something that I want you to do. Inspiration, I inspire you to do something that's already deep down on the inside of you. That's a little nugget. That wasn't even part of my presentation for today. But since you asked, I had to tell you. I'm Super T, the inspirator. Super T Inspires is the name of my business. The website, supertinspires.me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, I am Teresa McCurry, the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires, and I am here every Thursday at 2 o'clock for 15 minutes of inspiration. And that 15 minutes of inspiration is coming from the book Runnin Things, 52-week leadership devotional for ministry, business, and community leaders. And it is a devotional that you can write in weekly and just get some tips about how to move forward and lead efficiently and effectively. So if you know somebody that is a leader and they're not hip to me being here at 2 o'clock, share, like and share. I appreciate it. Like and share. If you know somebody that is a leader, bless them with a copy of this book. You can get it from me personally. You can inbox me for it, or you can go on Amazon and purchase it. The link is right there at the bottom of the screen. Feel free either way to get the book. So I'm going to dive right in. Today we're on week number 13. Can you believe it? We've been here 13 weeks together going over various topics. And I told you guys a few weeks ago that these next 5 or 6 weeks is really business intensive, but you need that in order to be a successful leader. So if you don't think it's for you, it really is for you, because as you listen to the things that we talk about, or as you get the book and go through it, you can apply it to every area and every facet of your life. So if you don't think you're a leader, you are. You're leading you. You are the CEO of You Incorporated. So you are leading you every single day, and you want to lead you well. So if you want to lead you well, you want to get the book and it'll help you lead you well. If you're a mom, a single mom, you're leading them babies every day. So you want to do that well. So today's topic is week number 13, and we're talking about business advisors. And business advisors can also be mentors. So in the book, Running Things means doing things well, and you want to stay compliant with the government, with God, and with yourself. So as you are seeking out advisors / mentors, whether it's in business, whether it's spiritually, or whether it's in life, you want to think about somebody that's reputable. You want to think about somebody that can show you the ins and outs, and somebody that's willing to invest the time that you need to help get you where it is that you're trying to go. But when it comes to business, I was thinking there's 3, maybe 4 main advisors that you need in your life as a business leader. One would be an accountant, a CPA, somebody that can help you look at your numbers and keep your numbers on track. So every business owner needs an accountant. Every ministry leader, if you're leading a ministry as a whole, whether it's a big ministry or a small women's group ministry, you need an accountant, somebody that's going to help you keep those numbers together. And then next, you need an attorney. You need a lawyer. You need somebody who's going to make sure that your paperwork is legit. So if you have an EIN number, you need to have somebody help you file your EIN number. If you're filing an LLC, a limited liability corporation, you need somebody to help you with that paperwork. If you're applying for your 501c3 so you can have your nonprofit status, you need somebody that's going to help you with that as well. If you're an independent contractor, independent operator, and you get a 1099, you need someone to help you file your Schedule C's. So you need a attorney and an accountant to help you with that process. And then the third person that you need, I would say, would be an insurance person. You need to have life insurance. You need to have business insurance. You need to have liability insurance. You need to, like for me, y'all know my full-time, part-time job is I'm a hairstylist. I have insurance on my hands. So if I was to hit my hand, break my finger, do something, God forbid, and I couldn't work, I have insurance on my hands so that I can get paid if something like that happens. So when you are doing certain businesses, there's certain insurances that you need so that everything won't go down if something happens to you. But the average person wouldn't know that. But if you talk to somebody that's an insurance provider, you can do that as well. And as people are aging and getting older, some people need long-term care insurance. So it's all these different things that you need as it relates to business advisors. And then the fourth thing that you need, and I'm saying this because it's me, you need a coach. You need a business coach. You need a business mentor. You need somebody that's already been through the trenches that's going to help you navigate through that process. And when it comes to coaching, you can get a coach in any area of your life. I've had business coaches, I've had spiritual coaches, I've had Christian coaches. So I've had different people to help me navigate through the various aspects of my life, because when it's new to me, it's certain things that you just don't know. So when I first started off in ministry, I took ministry classes at Moody Bible Institute. And then when I went through those ministry classes, I took various classes that were going to help me navigate how to study the Bible, how to exegete a text and stuff like that, because right off the rip, you just don't know those things. So even in business and ministry, whether you're a nonprofit organization, you need to have some type of business advisors, some type of business coaches that's going to help you navigate through that process. Now, is it the easiest thing? Not always. Just because somebody puts a sign out and says, I'm a coach, I can help you, doesn't mean that they can help you, because you have to make sure it's a fit. So like for me personally, when I am coaching somebody or somebody is interested in hiring me for my coaching services, I have two different coaching services that I offer. Shameless plug. I offer a prophetic productivity accountability coaching. That's a one-on-one coaching, me and you alone, and I'm helping you reach a goal. Or I offer a group coaching, a group leadership coaching. And that's when a group of us come together and I present to you guys, and then we have a conversation as well. Normally about an hour. First 30 minutes I'm presenting, next 30 minutes we're having a conversation. So those are the two coachings that I offer. But there's always a process where you have to interview or get to know the person to find out if you guys are a good fit. So ideally, just an example, if I believe this way and my coach believes that way, most likely we're not going to be a good fit, because we're going to constantly clash because we have two different belief systems. So when you're looking at a coach, you want to do your first discovery call. Most coaches offer a discovery call first. And during that discovery call, you have a conversation and you find out if you guys are a good fit. They ask you a series of questions. They take notes about what you're telling them, and then they regurgitate that back to you and kind of give you some little nuggets to find out, okay, are we a good fit? Can we work together? And that's pretty much the coaching aspect of it. So as a business advisor, you need somebody that can really help you, that has been through the process. So what you don't need is your girlfriend who ain't never ran a business to give you all this advice about how you should be running your business. I remember when I had Mimi's Hair, Heaven and Spa, and my clients would sit in my chair and they would tell me various things about how I should be doing this or how I should be doing that. And then the number one thing that I would always say to them is, okay, so how many successful businesses have you ran? Y'all hear them birds chirping? It'd be like cricket, 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 cricket. So if you're going to give me some advice on something that you've already been through. Give me some advice on the ins and outs and how you navigated through that. So even now, as y'all can tell, I live out by the airport, so I can get on the plane real quick if I need to. So I'm going to let this plane go by. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. That's what happens when you're doing stuff live. You never know what's going to happen. I hope don't no raccoons jump up here or nothing like that. We'll both be gone and y'all just see that raccoon on the screen. But like I was saying, if you're going to get advice for somebody, ideally you want to make sure it's advice from somebody who's been through what you've been through. So even I have a spiritual mentor, and she is an amazing woman of God. And in the process of us doing our mentorship, I had asked her the question. I said, so were you ever a pastor at a church? And her response was, no, I never actually pastored a church. I've been in ministry, I've done missions work, I've done this, I've done that. And then while she was talking, I was just shaking my head, and I was like, oh, okay. So that let me know that what I was getting from her was amazing. She was teaching me some wonderful things about how to navigate in the spiritual world. But what she did not have was practical experience on being a pastor over the flock. So then I had to go back to my spiritual mom, who was also a pastor. Shout out to Pastor Pam Westbrook, and get advice from her on the actual pastoring piece. And then I also am in a school of the prophets where I have another mentor or somebody that helps me navigate through that. So you're never, I cannot remember a time when I did not have some kind of mentor in my life, whether it was paid or unpaid, whether it was formal or informal. So when you think about a formal business, coaching, advising relationship, it's somebody that you've hired to help you with a specific thing. If it's an informal relationship, it's somebody that you're watching from afar. And you're just seeing how they're navigating. You're seeing how they're handling various situations and circumstances. And then you're taking the way that they're navigating and handling them circumstances, and you're applying them to your life. So when it comes to business advisors, they can be formal business advisors or informal business advisors. I hope I didn't just ramble on off today, because I didn't have a lot of notes to go over today. I just had those 4 points that I wanted to bring you, and let's review them, and then I'll see y'all next Thursday. So 1 is an accountant. As a business advisor, you need an accountant, somebody who's going to help you get those numbers together. 2 is a lawyer or an attorney, somebody that's going to help you get your paperwork together. 3 is an insurance person who understands the ins and outs of your business. So what you don't want to get is a blank insurance person, a life insurance person that's going to be helping you with business insurance. Sometimes there's people that does general insurance, and then sometimes there's people that specialize in business insurance. So you want to find out what kind of insurance person you need so you can get the services and the products that you need. And lastly but not least, you need a coach. You need a mentor. You need somebody who's going to help you navigate through that process to help you successfully get to wherever it is that you're trying to get to. Oh, my time is almost up. So plug. I am Super T. You can follow me. Check out my website below, supertinspires.me. Get the book, Runnin Things, The Resilient Spirit of a Leader, the 52-week Leadership Devotional. I'll be here next Thursday with week number 14 with a topic that you can apply. And I'm the inspirator. Did we say that today? I'm the inspirator, or we said it last week? Either way, I'm the inspirator. Be inspired, but most of all, be blessed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.